Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good day to the rest of the world. So, my name is Francois Diaz, your pageant correspondent, and welcome back to Pageant Mag Philippines live session. So, we are live simultaneously on our Facebook page, and of course, on our YouTube channel. If you have, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification, and of course, do follow and like our Facebook page for more pageant updates. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so please follow us on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you have any questions later for our two-hour guest for tonight, so please don't hesitate to drop your questions down below at the comment section. All right, so this episode is being brought to us by Celebrity Seduction Lalore Dandies RTW, and yun na lang pala yun. So, um, hmm, all right. All right, so I believe that you are all excited to meet our guest for tonight. So, without further ado, our esteemed guest for tonight is a Miss Universe Philippines 2021 candidate hailing from the province of La Union. So, together, let's try to get to know her.
Naimbag nga aldaw kada kayo amin, siya ni Anne Margaret Snaglay. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Also, I am a licensed real estate salesperson. During the pandemic, I also started my own milk tea shop. It is called Surf and Tea and is located at the surfing capital of the North. Now, I am a YouTube vlogger and I focus on food, but most importantly, I really love to travel. I have been in different countries in Asia, Europe, Africa, and Middle East. I am a true Filipina and I am proud Ilocana.
So there you have her, guys. Please do help me then to welcome our guest with a virtual applause, the pride of the province of La Union, Anne Margaret Snaglay. So she's
Hi.
Meghan.
Hi,
Hello,
sis.
Meghan.
Hi,
Yes,
everyone.
hello.
Hi to all the Pageant Mag Philippines followers.
Hmm. Hello, good evening to you. Kumusta? How are you?
I'm actually still speechless pa rin po ngayon kasi
Mhm.
nasa top 50 kami. Like, it's unexpected, but I'm so thankful for everyone who voted for me. So, yeah, laban lang.
Laban. And yeah, let me just ask, Megan, how did you feel when it was announced that you are part of it, that you are part of the top 50?
Nung nag-shoot po kami ng tourism video, nagsiselfie ako. So, ka-open ko, I mean, na merong notification sa taas na nasabi, Miss Universe just posted the photo. So, parang, I was like, oh my God, hindi ko alam na ipopost na pala nila. So, I was so shocked nung nakita ko yung La Union. So, I was like, oh, grabe. Sobrang speechless ko and thankful talaga.
Di ba? Of course, dinami-dami, di ba? From 100 now down to 50. And you're still at the
Sobrang
top 50. All right. So congratulations for that.
thank you
Anyways,
so much.
hello, good evening to all our tawag dito, to all our viewers. Jam Kalonge, hello. He is
Ah,
watching on our YouTube channel. All right, there you go. And L.A. Sepriaso Garcia. Hello, good evening po. Gloria Ann, hello, good evening. Jasper Gibbs, ayan, go Meghan Snaglay. Grabe. Dami mong ano ha, dami mong supporters. Parang dala-dala mo ang buong La Union. Ganyan.
Yes. Dala ko naman talaga ang buong La Union sa laban
Mhm.
na to.
Of course. Nobi Grail. Is that correct? Nobi Grail Arshaga. Hello. Chelia? How do you pronounce
Wait,
that?
yeah.
Chelia Ira. Hello. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name ha kasi ang hirap. John Marlo. Good evening to you and Emerson Ramos. All right. So there you go. Megan, the interview a while back was it's just very short. So yeah, we have learned that that you are a nursing graduate, and at the same time you are currently a real estate broker, or is that correct?
This
Right?
person po.
Mm-hmm. All right. So uh, aside from these information that you have mentioned on your intro video, can you tell us more something about yourself, something more interesting facts?
Something that I really want to share about me is that
Mm-hmm.
during my fourth year po, I was actually born here in the Philippines but was
Mm-hmm.
raised in Dublin, Ireland. And yeah, and I want to share na parang during nung around 15 years old ako, I had the opportunity to join an immersion project or a charity work in South Africa. And yun
Oh.
yung pinaka-proud ko because I was only 15 at that time and we had to fundraise our own money because we weren't allowed to ask for a single penny sa magbulang talaga namin. And I was the only Filipina chosen for that project. So, yun yung gusto kong i-share sa lahat kasi yung charity work na yun, it was like a slum area sa South Africa. It's in
Mm-hmm.
Kalahandi, a small suburb area in Stellenbosch. And very inspiring kasi yung story na yun. And I think an eye-opening experience talaga. Yun yung gusto kong share sa lahat.
Well, that's really great, that you were able to do that things and were able to somehow reflect on what you have experienced in South Africa. So back then, when you were sent to South Africa, were you still in Dublin, Ireland back then, or you're already
Yes
here
po.
in the Philippines?
Yes po. I was still in Ireland at that time. That
Mhm.
was my transition year. Mga around fourth year
Mhm.
po ako noon when I interviewed for that.
Wow. So when did you come back to the Philippines?
I came back nag-repeat po kasi ako ng fourth year to get the diploma. Sa Ireland po kasi 6 years. So,
Mm-mm.
when I left there, wala pang diploma kasi you have to finish 6 years. But then, nag-try na lang ako ulit here because I wanted to experience din yung prom. Kaya, bumalik ako for fourth year. Then, nag-nursing na po ako dito. Nag-start na ako ng college. Until now, hindi pa ako nakakabalik. Supposedly, last year pa. But because of the pandemic, I'm still stuck here. Pero now, at least I got an opportunity to represent my province.
Well, hello Bessie. I hope you're watching. Sabi ni Jordy, o you're watching daw.
Yes. Hi, Mommy.
Nasa US ka pa rin ba? Nasa US pa rin ba si Bessie?
Yes, nasa US pa din po siya.
Grabe, kailan ka uuwi, Bessie? Ayun, anyways. Um, ayun, so dito ka na pala nag-college, no? And when did you graduate in college?
2019, December 2019 po. And I
So,
was and I was supposed to take my board exam May
oo.
2020, but because of the pandemic, it got postponed 3 times.
Up
So,
until now, wala pa rin.
actually, nagkaroon po ng May.
Oh, talaga? This year?
Opo, pero sa akin, sa November pa po ako.
Ayun. So, ayun. Looking back to those stories that you have just shared to us, no, you haven't mentioned anything about your experience in pageantry. Have you ever joined any pageantry prior to joining Miss Universe Philippines?
Yes po, I started at the age of 16. I joined Miss San Juan
That's
20,
in La Union.
yes po, Miss San Juan 2014. And The funny thing was, parang, I only joined because I wanted to buy basketball shoes. I was a former basketball player, and my mom would buy me yung gusto kong shoes. So sabi ng classmate ko, may consolation prize na ganito amount. So I was very impulsive kasi I was like, sige, go, pasok ako dyan. And then I was so shocked nung nanalo ako. Tapos having to compete in a provincial pageant right after that. Kaya,
Mhm.
grabe. Then, parang enjoy ko siya. Na-enjoy ko po siya talaga. And then, dumami, nag-national din po ako and international level.
Oh, see. So, nag-international ka na pala.
Yes po.
Mm. And this was happened in Korea. Tama ba ako? Tama ba yung
Yes po.
nabasa
It
ko?
happened in Korea. Miss Super Talent of the World.
Miss Super Talent of the World. Can you tell us about this?
The pageant was actually introduced by the National Director of Miss Tourism Philippines. But pumunta po ako dun as an independent candidate in which the core values or the focus po kasi ng pageant is about artists, music, arts,
Oo.
any talent. It's not only beauty pageant specifically. Parang talagang madami eh. They want you to focus din sa other agendas like modeling. Kaya nag-modeling din po ako doon.
Bongga. So, you mean nanalo ka doon?
No po, I did not win, pero I won Best in National Costume.
Perfect. Congratulations pa rin.
Yeah.
Ayan. Alright. So, when did you decide to join Miss Universe Philippines? And can you tell us your reason for joining?
Honestly, I did not have any plans on joining beauty pageants anymore because I wanted to focus sa business ko, sa board exam ko. But then Mama Bessie, shout out, messaged me one day and telling me if I'm interested. And of course, sabi ko, diba, who can say no to that? Sabi ko, it's an opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So, I will grab it talaga. And sakto na-postpone kasi yung board exam nung a month before May. Tapos inulit lang nila. Pero, yun na, that's the sign for me.
Wow. So, si Bessie pala ang nag-bridge siya sa Miss Universe Philippines.
He's my, accredited partner for La Union.
Ay, bongga. Ayun. Anyways, so I think we have to do something in here. We have to do our first challenge rather. The Have You Ever Had challenge. Okay ka ba doon?
Never. Sige. Ready po ako. But it's been a while since I played that game. Baka pa-orient na lang konti.
You've been playing it na rin pala. So,
Yeah, I tried it before. I think nag-vlog ako regarding noon. Pero that was before pa.
Never had I ever. Parang ganun. Ayun. Ayun. Sige. Tuloy na natin to. First off, ayan. Have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
How am I supposed to answer ba? I mean, like, just yes or no?
Yes or no, and then tell us how did it happen, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So, paulit na lang po. Sorry.
Sige. Have you ever had worn an oversized or undersized pair of shoes?
Yes, definitely. I think lahat naman tayo nung bata, I think our parents will buy something bigger na sa size mo. And I remember nung bata ako, my mom will always complain, pata daw ang bilis lumaki ng paa ko.
Lumaki ng paa.
Yeah, so lagi siyang bibili ng mas malaki na. Tipid tips.
I think that's very normal, 'di ba, sa mga parents. So, they always buy something much bigger, especially sa mga bata. Oo. Oo, ayun. Tama nga naman. Next, have you ever had snack out from home?
Yes, I did.
For what reasons?
Sorry, Mom. I actually do. I mean, like, not always. Pero before, when I was a bit younger pa, mga college days, and syempre, I'm the only child kasi, and like, my mom has always been strict sa akin. So, mayroong mga times na medyo dumadaan sa likod.
Tapos
Sorry
pagagalitan na
po,
lang.
bad na ako.
How about this, Megan? Have you ever had wish to be a boy?
Yes. Before, yes.
Talaga?
Yes.
Bakit? Mm.
Dumating sa life ko na parang I was bullied because of my height. And I was
Mm-mm.
wishing siguro kung lalaki ako, like, they'll appreciate my height more.
Mm-mm.
As in, kasi they were calling me names like Bamboo, Tinikling, Great Wall of China. Like, I was receiving a lot of names. And then,
Uh,
I was crying na talaga sa mom ko. And like, I was saying na parang, ba't kasi ang tangkad ko and all. Na sobrang.
oo.
But then, throughout the time, I learned to appreciate my height. Na
Oo.
parang, maganda din pala siya for girls. I mean, like, you
Height
get
is might din. Oo.
so, yeah.
Diba? Anyways, how about this? Have you ever had a crush on your instructor or professor or
Never.
teacher? Never had.
Never.
Ayun. So, wala na. Wala na akong tatanungin doon.
Ako, huli na
How
lang.
about, have you ever had worn, wala ka palang sister, no? Have you ever had worn your mother's clothes?
Always.
Talaga?
I'm bulky. Yeah, we have the same size. And actually, mas maganda kasi yung styling ng mom ko compared to me. So, I always borrow her clothes.
Bongga. Pwede pala yon. Anyways, have you ever had sold any of your pre-loved items?
Yes. Lagi ako nag-pre-love live selling before.
Mm-mm.
Especially yung pandemic. Like, it's one of my way to have source of income talaga. Yung mga
Oo,
pre-love.
tama. Oo. Ang daming nagpi-pre-love nung ano eh. Well, nung nag-start ang
Pamain
pandemic.
ko, gano'n. Mga
Doon na uso ang pamine.
pamain.
Anyways, have you ever had fallen in love with your best friend? Parang iba ang
Yes.
tawa.
When I was younger, bata pa ako doon. Kasi may mga tao dito, kaya tinatawanan din nila ako. Yes.
So, nalaman niya na na-in love ka sa kanya.
Yes, nalaman niya. Tapos, nalaman ko crush din pala niya ako. Pero late na.
Ganun. Nagka-jowa ka na,
Opo.
ganun.
Oo. Nagkaaminan naman. Pero huli ng lahat. Wow.
Wala bang pananayang, ganun? Parang sayang,
Wala naman.
ganun.
Wala naman.
Hindi
Pero
nagtayan de la Fuente.
now.
Friends pa rin kayo.
Po.
Good. Mhm.
Ang init naman ng mga ko, sir.
Ano?
Nakakainit yung mga never had I ever mo.
Ito simple lang naman. Have you ever had eaten any Pinoy street food such as chicken isaw, balot, ganyan?
Yes, favorite. Dugo.
Talaga? Dugo, ayun, oo. Saan ka kumakain normally?
Po?
Saan ka kumakain normally?
Sa mga tabi-tabi lang po. Sa kapitbahay po namin meron din.
Talaga?
Oo.
Nagutom tuloy ako.
Dahil na ako ng lola ko, talagang kakain ako.
Nagutom tuloy ako. Ito naman, have you ever had too much fun at a party, Megan?
Yes. Lagi.
Yes. Di ba? Yung nakipagchikahan ka lang, di ba? Having fun na yun, di ba? Ayun.
Sobra.
True.
Hanging
Ito
out with your
naman.
friends.
Oo. Ito naman. Have you ever had tried cutting classes?
Yes. Guilty.
Guilty
Yes.
agad.
I think this was during mga first year college ko kasi I was so scared of the instructor na
Oo.
parang I cannot face him talaga. Sobrang takot. I felt hindi ako prepared sa mga questions niya.
Terror.
Pero,
Shout out kay Sir. Hi, Sir.
Hi, sir. Okay naman. Tayo.
Bati na, ganyan. Ito naman. Have you ever had copied answers from your seatmate or seatmates?
Yes, yes. It
What
was
particular
during
course or subject?
It was a nursing subject actually, and fourth year na po ako nito. And I remember kasi na during my Miss La Union days, I really missed a lot of classes. So parang ayokong bumagsak kasi graduating ako. So parang buti na lang yung mga friends ko, very yung mga classmates ko very friendly and very generous sa answers.
Di ba? Last na. Have you ever had copied articles from Google? Copied, pasted pala. Have you ever had copied and pasted articles from Google or Wikipedia for your paperworks?
Yes. Sa amin po kasi sa nursing, it's
Mm-mm.
okay as long as you put references. We always,
Mm-mm.
we have kasi research basta meron yung
Oo.
mga references mo.
Ayun. So,
That's all.
'di ba? Relatable, 'di ba? So, thank you so much for your honesty, Megan, and for playing that have you ever had with me
Thank you.
rather.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, and guys, if you have any questions, please do drop your questions down below. We will definitely ask your questions to Megan later. Okay, and later after our break. So we will be going just for a short break. So please just stay tuned, guys, and we will definitely return in a short while.
Yay. See you.
All right, we are back once again. Still, we are with Meghan Snaglay of La Union. All right, so there you go. Oh, parang walang gustong magtanong. Ano ba yan? Bakit ayaw niyo magtanong kay Megan? Anyways, guys, so since Megan walang gustong magtanong, I have prepared here some topics, but I want you to choose from these mystery boxes that we have prepared. Okay? Ayan, nakikita mo na ang ating topics. Nakamute ka pa.
Sorry.
Ayun. Ay, biglang may nagtanong. Anyways, sige,
Hi.
before we go for this, entertain muna natin yung question ni Mark Lawrence Heredero Agustin. Ayan. Ayun ang question niya. What Ilocano values or characteristics or traits perhaps that you want the universe to be embedded with?
Something that I want the universe to know about Ilocanos is that we are known to be kuripot or stingy in English. And I believe that's a good trait because especially now with the pandemic, we really need to save up not only for ourselves, but for our whole family.
Tama yan, 'di ba? Thrifty lang, gano'n, 'di ba? Thank you. Ano kasi malaking bagay kasi yung ano nagse-save up talaga. Especially
Yeah,
for emergency. Ayan. And that
opo.
will definitely be very helpful to everyone. So, ayan, from Jerome Redito Patricio. Thank you so much, Mark Lawrence, by the way. As Mutia Tila Union and as a representative of your beloved province, rather, how do you convince other people or tourists to visit and enjoy the beauty of La Union?
As an ambassador of the province of
Mhm.
La Union, I can convince the people or the tourists to visit and enjoy the beauty of La Union is through their experiences. And something I want to share is my
Mhm.
experiences then. I do a lot of vlogging and I really
Mhm.
focus on the travel. I actually made a lot of vlogs about La Union. I
Mhm.
have shown Tangadan Falls, Bulikawkaw, and as much as possible, I really want to showcase yung mga hidden gems ng La Union. And
Mhm.
I cannot wait actually for the tourism video kasi sobrang majestic niya. Hindi siya yung usual na nakikita ng lahat.
Oh, so
Yes,
definitely
so watch out!
this will be part of your tourism video or somehow yeah, tourism video,
Yeah.
no? This will
Yes
be
po.
part of your tourism video that will come out soon. Ay,
Yeah.
bongga. So, looking forward na tayo doon. Ay, wala
Yes.
nang question. Yun lang. Oh, asa ng question mo, Dandy? So, Dandy wants to ask daw. Ako magtanong, sabi niya. Pero parang wala siyang tanong pa. Anyways, let's proceed to our topics right here. Okay, so there you go.
Pick one
Mhm.
topic.
Ayan. So, we have 6 topics right here that you can see on your screen. So, it's mystery because I want you to pick a topic based on the numbers that you can see right now on the boxes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll choose number 5.
Number 5. All right. So, reveal same-sex marriage.
Oh, okay.
Ayon. So, what's your opinion on same-sex marriage?
I am honestly in favor of same-sex marriage. I am in
Mhm.
friends with the LGBTQIA plus family, and
Mhm.
I strongly believe that they need to have this civil union, no matter what gender you are in or no
Mhm.
matter what sexuality you are in, because
Mhm.
everyone deserves love, and love
Mm.
is not a basis of what gender you are in.
Mm. I'm absolutely agreeing with you. But you just mentioned a while ago the civil union, and of course, we're talking about same-sex marriage right here. So, it is just very true that marriage is very technical. It's a technical word. It's a technical term that is basically how shall I started or even been used by the religious community. So this is basically the reason why religious community um, won't agree or do not accept same-sex marriage because I believe the thought is that you cannot bring marriage to civil union. I mean to same sex, right? Because of course the notion on marriage is normally for men and women, diba? For men and women. So when you mention the same-sex union, that's actually very much acceptable. Which for me, it has the same principle as marriage. Instead of saying same-sex, it has the same principle with marriage, nga, diba? So there is a protection in union between the couple, 'di ba? So I think I would go for same-sex union if I may have to say, 'di ba? Kasi nga This would be in the civil eh. Definitely this won't be approved in civil in church in the
Yeah.
church or in the religious, 'di ba? In the religious
We're a
community.
very Catholic country, and I respect
Oo.
that. I know that there's a
Mm.
lot of research and
That's
deliberation
right.
regarding this, but
Oo.
I know that with marriage or not, no matter what gender
Mhm.
you are in, you deserve the love.
Yes, absolutely. Everyone deserves to be loved and everyone deserves to
Yeah.
to express how much they love each other, 'di ba? Kasi
Mm,
totoo naman yung sinasabi mo eh na well, we are sabi nga ni Samantha, we are all in one sky, under one sky, 'di ba?
yes.
Naalala tuloy. We are all living in just one sky, under one sky. So we are all created out of love din naman, 'di ba?
Yeah,
So
true.
there's no reason for us not to express love, 'di ba? Ayan. Ay, may nagtanong oh. Um, if you were the privileged one to have an extra 30 minutes in a day, what would you do and why? Ay, si Reynantes Wanner, he's our Suki every night. So, yes. How would you answer this? If you were the privileged one to have an extra 30 minutes in a day, what would you do and why?
If I was lucky enough and privileged to have an extra 30 minutes, something that I will definitely do is do a lot more of my advocacy,
Mm-mm.
which I can't really say that much, but
Mm-mm.
it's very close to my heart in terms of helping other people, especially the ones who really need it. And I
Mm-mm.
know that with that extra every second of that really matters because life and death yung talaga yung pwedeng mangyari. And I know that a single blessing can really make a big impact.
Yes, syempre, of course, 'di ba? Naano ako dun sa na-intriga ako dun sa life and death thing na na sinabi mo. Can you tell us more about this? Somehow, just a glimpse of just a tip of the iceberg.
Okay po. I'll just share a story. A story that
Mm-mm.
happened during the pandemic actually.
Mm-mm.
I helped a family in which he was hospitalized.
Mm-mm.
And they were at the peak na parang they wanted to give up on things because they don't have enough funds and they
Mm-mm.
don't want to continue. And that means like cutting the life of someone.
Oo.
And I remember needing to work. I mean, having to communicate to a lot of people. And yeah, he was able to go home. So that's a big blessing for me. I mean, he's alive, but now he passed away just a couple of months ago. Pero he was able to live a one year pa. So
At least
yun yung
extended yung buhay.
extent. And
Mm-mm.
it's still sad, pero at least they were so thankful about what happened. And I
Mm-mm.
felt so, parang sabi ko, yun, doon ko na-feel na parang every second of your life, meron ka palang pwedeng magawa mabuti sa ibang tao.
Yes, of course. Because we
Yeah.
are all born to, we are all
Even the
born
simplest
with
thing that you
goodness
don't
talaga.
realize, yeah, even the
Oo.
simplest thing you don't realize it at first, pero pag nag-reflect ka, ang laking
Mm.
impact pala sa buhay nila.
Yes, totoo yan. Kasi nga, alam mo, small things or simple things that we do na akala natin simple lang, definitely has a greater impact sa ibang tao when that really affected them.
Yes po.
Yan. And sabi ko nga kanina, we are all we are all born good regardless of kung paano tayo na raise kasi nagkaroon na lang tayo ng nagkaroon na lang kasi tayo ng influences, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Parang societal influences or environmental influences growing up kaya nagkaroon na corrupt yung utak natin. So nagkaroon ng bad things, ganyan. Pero, in general talaga, we are all born good talaga.
Yeah, we still have a golden heart.
Of course, di ba? Kahit na, kaya nga, hopeful pa rin ng, ako, personally hopeful pa rin ako sa mga taong kahit na sa tingin natin napakasama, ganyan.
Yeah,
Hopeful
there's
pa rin
always
ako na
something deeper
yeah,
than the physical
oo,
attributes of a person talaga.
that's right. Ayun.
Thank you for the
Okay.
question.
Thank you for the question, Reynantes Wanner. Ayan, ang dami namin na pag-usapan tuloy, no? Ang dami tuloy na pag-usapan ng dahil sa question. Okay, let's proceed here. Ay, ba't ayaw nyo magtanong? Ang dami-dami yung nanonood pero hindi kayo nagtatanong why. Di
I
ba?
think interested sila sa boxes.
Why
Yeah,
guys? Di ba? Hindi kanina pa ayaw nilang magtanong. Bakit kaya? Anyways, let's
happy silang
proceed.
viewers. Number one. I like number
Number one. Okay, so what do we have here? Teenage pregnancy.
For me, teenage pregnancy is a sensitive issue right now. But
Mhm.
as a nursing graduate, I believe that with proper health education sa mga kids, I know
Mhm.
that it can make a big change for them. I think
Mhm.
we should just guide them and to be more understanding and
Mhm.
to let them know that it's not totally bad, but at least they'll know how to prevent it.
Okay. Yeah, you are actually correct. It's actually one of the pressing issues right now. Basically because in the recent research or statistics that was actually released, parang 2020 statistics siya on teenage pregnancy. So, lumubos yung teenage pregnancy ng malaki talaga. And
Opo.
by the mere fact na that happened during pandemic, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin, malaki talaga yung yung impact ng I mean, yung actions ganyan. Yung
Opo.
mga
And
oo.
and it's so sad kasi I remember
Oo.
before during one of my duties kasi as a nursing student,
Mm.
I had the chance to talk to a certain teenage mom.
Oo.
And what's sad about that is hindi niya alam na what will happen after that. She
Mm.
doesn't know about the responsibility. And of course, having a child, it takes a lot of responsibilities in life. Kasi
Mm.
pag-aaralan mo yan, bubuhayin mo yan. And
Mm.
lack of parental guidance din sometimes eh. Pero sana
Oo.
it will change. Pero I'm not saying anything bad about them. I'm just saying na
Mhm.
parang you can do whatever you want. Basta think about it first.
Yeah, think of the consequences of your actions kasi.
Yeah.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
May nagtanong, pwede mo magtanong, sir? Yes, absolutely, you can ask, guys. I've been encouraging everyone to ask. It's just that no one would like to ask. Ayan. Tapos, yeah, let's continue yung topic muna natin. No? Kasi it's really pressing, di ba? There are
Yeah.
people, yung mga kasi, yung mga millennials are very entitled, sabi nga
Impulsive.
nila, di ba?
I'm impulsive too.
Yeah, impulsive, entitled, and ano ba sabi nila, tawag nila, they're actually trying to normalize premarital sex in that sense. Parang when you are in a relationship, so it's just normal to make love. Diba? It's
Yeah.
just part of the relationship. What can you say about that? So you are also a millennial, I believe. Mm-hmm.
For me, if I was in that position,
Mm-hmm.
I always think first. I always try
Mm-hmm.
to ask my parents, my mom, my lola,
Mm-hmm.
about what's going to happen if this happens. But
Mm-hmm.
true, you need to be prepared there, holistically, mentally,
Mm-hmm.
physically, financially, of course. It's not
That's
just
very
some. It's not
that's more
something na parang,
important ha, yung financial ha.
yeah, it's not just a toy that lalabas
Mm.
sa'yo and like, you can play around. No, it
Oo.
really takes a lot of thinking first.
Mm.
But disclaimer ha, I'm not against sa mga teenage mom. I actually adore
Mm.
most of them kasi I've seen a lot and sobrang strong nila. I have a friend of mine, she's been raising her child as a
Mm.
single parent and sobrang strong niya. Kaya yun. dapat ganun lang. Dapat
That's
strong ka
right.
and focused na to go forward, hindi yung
Mm-mm.
nagpapaka-depress masyado.
That's right. Totoo nga yan. So, hi, watching live here in Hong Kong. Hi, good evening. Thank you
Wow.
for watching po. Ayan. Alright, parang nalungkot ako doon sa ano. So, before we leave the topic, no, what advice or what message can you give to the to your fellow to our fellow pala, to our fellow Gen Zs?
Di
Fellow
ba ako
talaga.
kasama
To
doon?
our nga, our.
Sa ating mga ka-fellow Gen Zs? Um, ano ko lang naman sa inyo is just to continue and pursue your dreams. I know
Mm-mm.
that we are all still young. A lot of
Mm-mm.
things will still happen. Meron
And await
tayong mga,
that, yeah.
yeah, there are circumstances in a way na feeling mo wala na, you're feeling so down and you feel like nothing is going your way. But trust me, expect the best always.
Mm-mm.
And just if you need guidance, just talk to your family, to your friends, or you can talk to me or to Sir para
Diba?
alam mo, you have proper guidance in everything that you do. Kasi sabi nga nila, it's very hard to commit a mistake because you cannot turn it back.
Mm-mm. Ayun. That's right. You cannot definitely
Yeah.
yeah, you cannot definitely retract what you've done, 'di ba?
Mahal na
You
lang
cannot
tayo.
yeah, you cannot correct what's already done, 'di ba? Hindi
Opo.
siya tawag dito
It's so
um
hard to mend the
hindi
broken
siya
pieces.
technical, oo. Hindi siya parang technical o kaya sinulat mo lang ganyan tapos buburahin mo siya, no? It wouldn't be that
Yeah,
way. Sabi
that's
nga nila, hindi siya parang kanin na kapag sinubo mo, ganyan, at nainitan ka, iluluwa mo. Di ba? So,
yes.
it's a life-changing, tawag dito, it's a life-changing decision pagka nangyari yun.
But
Di ba?
honestly, yung mga Gen Zs now, the way they
Mhm.
think, they're very mature compared sa siguro yung mga generation ko. Na parang when I was younger, parang I was all about games and all. But now I can see Gen Zs, they talked about things, current issues, mga yung perspective and opinions nila, they will really share it. And I think that's
Mhm.
bravery. That speaks courage.
Yes, for on that matter actually, that's nice. 'Di ba? That
Yeah.
they're very open on speaking about their opinions, ganyan. So,
Yes.
however, they are just something that, trying to normalize what it is really couldn't be, 'di ba?
Yes,
Ayun.
exactly.
Anyways, we have a question from ALU Journals Stationaries. What is the greatest lesson in life that you want to share to the people of the Philippines?
The greatest lesson that I have learned in life is
Mm-mm.
what my mom always tells me is that the greatest risk in life is not risking at all. And I really
Mm-mm.
want to expound that because I'm a risk taker. Everyone knows that I'm a very impulsive person. But it's in a way na parang at least you don't have what ifs and what's in your life. At least you get
Mm-mm.
to do everything talaga. And if it's a mistake, at least you get to learn from it. And I think
Mm-mm.
that's something that I really want to share to the whole Philippines.
Yeah. Parang, yeah, it is, gusto ko yung sinabi mo na you learn from your own mistakes. But, of course, you don't have to repeat what you have done, di ba?
Yeah.
What you have done wrong,
Eventually,
di ba?
learn from it. Exactly.
Di ba? Ayun. If you could give, thank you so much, LE Journals,
Thank
from Mark
you.
Lawrence once again. If you could give your younger self a piece of advice, what would that be and why?
If I could give myself one piece of advice, then that will
Mm-mm.
definitely do not give up on your dreams. Never let anyone doubt you. Yun
Mm-mm.
lang talaga. I mean, like I have said, I have experienced a lot of bullying when I was younger, and I felt like I had nothing. I had no role in this world. But look at me now. I'm trying to be a spokesperson, a voice for everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Mark Lawrence, once again.
Thank
Yeah, you
you.
just keep on dropping your questions, guys, while we have time. um, Another for Reynantes one here. According to you, is plastic surgery a good option for people who are not fortunate with good looks?
Grabe. I believe that everyone is beautiful and unique in their own ways. So I don't think that there is someone not fortunate with good looks, because I believe that everyone is beautiful, phenomenal in
Yeah,
their own way. And if you seek for plastic surgery, then that's okay. We live in a generation. We have changed throughout. We just need to open our minds and our hearts towards these changes.
that's right. That's right. Unang-una kasi, beauty is subjective, 'di ba? It could be
Yeah,
beautiful to you while to others is not, 'di ba? So
yeah.
we cannot just say
Same.
that one is ugly just because that's how we look at them, 'di ba?
Yeah.
And
And
if the yeah, 'di ba? Ha?
opo,
Hmm.
and honestly, nowadays we really broke the standards of beauty. We have
Oo.
this styles na in which we
Oo.
adapted, because before we were looking at people na parang white, they're beautiful already. We have this stereotype before, but now we
Mhm.
have transcended into a generation in which we appreciate morenas. We appreciate the colors, the features of a
Mhm.
Filipino, diba? Kaya maganda na.
Totoo. Totoo. At saka if one desires or decides to, to change something, ganyan, or to go through a plastic surgery, ganyan, well, that's their own parang sort
Decision.
of happiness then kasi nga or satisfaction kasi nga aminin natin there are people na kahit na or there are things na kahit na sabihin nilang ang ganda-ganda mo, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Kapag kasi sa atin din, meron din kasi tayo mga self-esteem na feeling natin, hindi pa rin ako maganda sa tingin ko, ganyan. And if one decides to go for plastic surgery, let them be kasi nga they're trying to satisfy themselves din, di ba?
Yeah, as long as there's not stepping on anyone, then that's okay.
Yeah, that's right. As
That's
long
their
as
own
they're not,
money.
ito yun as long as they're not asking you to help them, di
Yeah.
ba, for the
Or
surgery.
wanting it from you, then that's okay.
'Di ba? That's fine. Just let's just be happy for them kasi nga they're trying to find ways to enhance their beauty. Yun na lang. Oo, yun ang gamitin natin, enhance. Di ba? Grabe naman ang sagutan sa mga tanong palaban, sabi niyo. Oh.
Feeling ko nga ito na yung final eh.
Final Q&A na ba agad? Ayan. So sabi ni ako Kaumar. Tama ba? Ako Kaumar? O ako Komar? Whichever. So, sabi ni Miss Megan, if you are crowned as Miss Universe, how do you ano ba? Sorry po, we cannot ask this question, ha. Anything that's political, guys, or leading to political issues, we cannot ask the question. Okay, sorry ha, hindi ko kasi maintindihan. Isa pa, hindi ko maintindihan yung tanong mo kanina, ako Kaumar. Yan. Anyways, pasensya. So if you want to ask questions, please just try to modify the question. Okay? Okay, so do you still have any questions? So, guys, if you have any questions, please just drop your questions down below. We will definitely return for the part 2 of our interview with Megan, right? After this short break. So, please stay tuned. Yes, we are back with the second part of our interview with Megan. All right, so guys, if you have any questions, drop your questions down below. But please, let me just remind you once again to avoid asking political questions because we cannot definitely ask political questions to our guests. Okay, so ayun. So sa may comment kanina, ayusin mo naman po ang magtanong. Ayun. Pasensya po. Ayan. So, all right. So, guys, please just drop your questions down below and we will definitely ask to our guests. Let's bring back Megan. Yes. Hello, Megan.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome to
Yes.
Oh,
Hello,
again.
Mark Chow. Ayan. So, Mark Chow is back all the way from Los Angeles. All right. Hmm. Don't forget to vote Meghan Snaglay. Yes, please don't forget to vote
Yes.
for
Thank
her. Ayan.
you.
Galing mo raw sumagot, sabi niya. Ano.
Wow. Thank you po.
Sabi ni Reynante. Si Reynante nagsabi no, na magaling kong sumagot. Alright, so there you go. May question ulit tayo dito. Coming from, asa na yun? Mark. Have you experienced or have you ever had experienced criticism for competing in pageantry? If so, how did you handle it?
Definitely. I have experienced a lot of criticisms, discriminations upon competing in pageantry, but how I handled it is that I stick to my core. I know
Mm-mm.
what's my purpose upon joining any beauty pageants. And I don't listen to negativity. I listen to the people who really encourages me and supports me.
Mm, 'di ba? Yeah, actually, for things like this, yung mga bashers, ganyan, bashers would always bash. Parang ang hirap na silang ano, ang hirap na silang 'di ba? Ang hirap na silang i-control, 'di ba?
Yeah,
It's a matter of how you definitely handle as well your emotions not to get affected with the bashers. So it takes a lot of maturity talaga.
yeah. And I
Mm-mm.
think I've also learned how to handle na parang ignore it. Yun yung
Mm-mm.
attitude, just ignore it. Once you see na parang may negative about the comment or
Mm-mm.
when they're saying some things about you, like, okay, whatever. Parang,
Uh,
it's okay. You can't
mm-mm.
please everyone.
Exactly, we cannot absolutely please everyone. And kaya nga merong ano ban, 'di ba? Ban or black
Black,
button, 'di ba?
yeah,
Sa social media is for us as well to secure our emotions,
self-hate.
our 'di ba? Ourself, 'di
That's
ba?
true.
Instead of parang mag-dwell ka doon instead of dwelling with it, 'di ba? With the
Yeah.
basher. Yan. They will always be a basher.
They will always be there,
Yeah.
but don't let them get into you.
Yun. Ay, si Mark Shaw na naman nagpa-flood. Aside from boxing. Mark, aside from boxing daw, what are the steps in order to alleviate poverty? Mark Shaw, boxing lang talaga ang pag-alleviate ng ano.
Thorough talk.
Just because natapos yung boxing last Sunday. O sige, let's talk about how to alleviate na lang poverty instead of aside from boxing. In your own opinion, how can we alleviate poverty? Ayan.
I think
Magshaw ha. Mhm.
I think we can alleviate poverty in our own simple ways. I think just by helping a neighbor or someone we know who is in need. I think the small steps, the micro steps, will really make a micro effect in the
Mm-mm.
future. So at the same time, you really need to share
Mm-mm.
what you have experienced, share talaga to your social media so that you can create more people to help you.
There are some actually there are some there are some research actually or statistics that or respondents shall I say, there are respondents that are saying na lack of education is there one of the root causes of poverty in the Philippines. Do you believe on that?
Um, Honestly, I think it is somehow because here in the Philippines, I think you really need to have a college degree in
Mhm.
order for you to have a decent work or a work nga
Mhm.
eh. Before,
Mhm.
it's all about the skills, it's all about the hard work. But
Mhm.
now, I think we've changed in a generation na talagang you really need to have a diploma.
Mhm.
And yeah, but at the same time, I also believe in life skills. Eh. You know, I was
Oo.
raised by my grandmother. She did not finish elementary at all, but she was able to
Mm.
support all of her children. Talaga. So,
Mm.
parang I'm a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think on that part no, parang diskarte tawag nila doon. Na if one is madiskarte, they can definitely find ways on how to alleviate, 'di ba? Tapos or on how to uplift their social status as well. Pero in our generation now, that today, 'di ba? It is really a necessity or it is really a must to have a diploma then when you are applying because it's really very competitive right now.
Yeah,
'Di
it's a
ba?
very yes,
Mhm.
opo, totoo. I think before
Mhm.
kasi, I mean, like, you can have a job with no diploma, no
That's
certificate.
right.
But now it
Mhm.
changed. Like I saw once I see mga job hiring, even if you have this even the simplest jobs ngayon, they require a lot
Mhm.
of certificates talaga. So
That's right.
very different na kasi as time goes by. Pero at the same time, you really need to put hard work talaga sa gagawin mo. So you can
Yeah,
achieve anything.
I can actually remember my grandfather then na he was able to teach when he only finished grade 7, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
'Di ba? But he was able to teach, huh? So back then, so it was really very easy to teach. I mean to find job because siguro nang dahil sa konti din lang yung yung tao, and then the opportunity was really handful then ganyan, it was plenty, 'di ba? So perhaps that's the
Yeah.
reason. This time kasi, 'di ba? Sa isang trabaho ang dami-daming nag-aagawan, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. Iba na kasi ngayon eh. I mean, like
Oo.
my mom was telling me before na parang life was simpler back then, but now
Mm.
parang very chaotic na. To even have
Competitive.
3 meals a day, it's very hard
Oo,
if you don't have proper income.
that's right. Ayun. Thank you so much po for the question, Mark. And we have a question here from ayan. What have you learned during the pandemic and how are you going to apply as a Miss Universe Philippines candidate?
What I have learned during this pandemic is to be resilient. At first, I honestly can say that I was very negative with what everything that has been happening. But as time goes by, I've learned to be very resilient at things, and I've learned to venture out for something new. That is why I
Mm.
started my own milk tea shop, very out of the blue. But
Mm.
then I think I can apply this to the Miss Universe Philippines. That no matter how many challenges, hardships, or hurdles that will come into your life, just stay resilient at all times. And positive. Positive lang.
And we Filipinos are known to be very resilient, 'di ba?
Yes, exactly.
Mm. Mm. And with extended patience. So,
super extend nga minsan eh.
Diba? That's
Especially
right.
the family natin.
Oo. Ayan. Thank you so much, Akomar. Ako
Thank you.
Kaumar. Ayan. From Mark Lawrence once again. Is social media bringing people together or causing separation?
For me, what really matters the most when you use social media is you really need to be responsible.
Mm-mm.
It will be you if you think that it can bring people together. For me, I think it's bringing people together because it's a good platform to share
Mhm.
your voice, to really fight for what you think and for your perspectives in life. But at the same time, there's a lot of negative that has been happening because of it. There's a lot of bashing, there's a lot of fights, and even violence in social media. Kaya it depends on you how you will handle it. But for me, it's about bringing people together and being responsible.
I think that's a positive thing that social media has brought to us, that it can actually bring us together, ganyan, regardless how far, 'di ba? Regardless of the distance, 'di ba? We
Yeah.
can still able to communicate each other. Pero yun na nga, um, it's just a matter of how responsible we are on using social media. Kasi
Yeah.
we are supposed to be in control of social media, not social media is in control to
Yeah.
us. The other way around,
Totoo.
di ba?
Totoo. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Ayun. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mark.
Mark.
Mm-hmm. Reynante. Question from Reynante's Wonder once again. What is the hardest part about winning and what is the hardest part about losing?
I think the hardest part about winning and the hardest part about losing is the same. Is when you feel like you have given everything and at the end of the day it happens so quickly. It happens so quickly in a way na parang, tapos na, parang ganun. And I feel like it's the responsibility that comes after your pageant. No matter if you won or if you lose, how will you try to maintain, for example, your advocacies? How will you maintain yourself to the public? And how you will maintain to be that advocate or a spokesperson for everyone? But I know we can do that. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
kaya naman.
Siguro para sa akin, if I were to answer this, is acceptance. 'Di ba? The hardest part about winning is accepting that you have won, not because that you have not done much, but of course, yung alam mo kasi yung marami kang kalaban eh, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Marami kang kalaban, and if you did not accept it and won't embrace that you have won, ang hirap ng reign mo.
yeah.
So,
It's
'di
hard at
ba?
first siguro. Pero
Oo,
lalo sa Miss Universe ngayon, kailangan mo i-prepare yung emotional state mo, whether you get
that's
in or
right.
not. Like, you really need to have plans further ahead. So,
Mm.
I think kailangan, it depends on you kung
'Di
paano mo
ba?
gagawin.
It's parang ano nga eh, one big shoe to fill actually kapag ka Miss Universe Philippines ka.
Yeah, it's so challenging. Kasi
'Di
you
ba?
don't know if you should
Oo.
prepare or not, or if you
Mm.
should do things or to start to create things, and you're not
Oo.
you're very uncertain eh, but let's take the rest together, guys.
But what really matters here, what's really very essential in here, once you become a Miss Universe Philippines, you have to be really very emotionally mature.
Yeah, you have
'Di
to
ba? Oh.
holistically, physically,
Mm-mm.
emotionally, mentally.
Mm-mm. 'Di
Kailangan
ba?
may strong mind and strong will ka talaga.
That's right. Yun. Thank you so much, Reynante.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so there's another question here from Mark Lawrence Heredero Agustin. If I were a genie in a bottle and could grant you any one wish, what would that be?
If right now, if
Mhm.
I have a genie and my one wish will definitely to be the Miss Universe Philippines so that I can represent not only myself but of course the whole country. And I know that it's not all about the glitz and glam. It's
Mm-mm.
about how you will present yourself, how to be an anchor of hope and faith to everyone, to be able to inspire and empower them. And I know I'm the rightful candidate to be a Miss Universe Philippines.
Ay, laban, di ba? Claim it,
Uy,
sabi
wish ko
nga
sana
nila.
yung top 30 pero yung in-extend ko na lang. Oo. Winner na lang.
Di ba? Ayun. Ah, thank you so much once again. Ay, ano ba to?
Thank you
Gusto
sa
daw
mga
niyong maging mayaman.
ako din. We all do.
All right. So we have another question here from Chlea.
Yeah.
ah, ito na naman yung ano, was it when is it okay to be okay na
Most
naman? So,
trending question.
mm, for sure this has been asked to you numerous times.
No, actually sa part interview ngayon pa lang po.
Ay talaga? So when is it
Opo.
okay not to be okay and when is it not okay not to be okay? Ano
I
ba?
believe that it's okay to not be okay if you're feeling sad, if there's a lot of things going on to you, because you're only human. Everyone can make a mistake. You can feel, and you need to let out that emotion. But what's not okay is that if you stay that way,
Mm-mm.
it should only be a time in your life like, okay, I'm sad, but then the next day you should do something to turn that into something good. I mean,
Mm-mm.
like you get to learn from that mistake and pursue more of the things that you really want to do in life, and that will
Yeah.
make you happy. Then
Yeah,
you're okay.
clinging too much. Mhm. It's not really
Yeah,
okay when you're clinging too much on
your
the sad
problem.
moments, on the problems, ganyan, on what you have gone through, 'di ba?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And
and
I
you
think
are already affecting others, 'di ba? You're already
also,
affecting the people that surround you, 'di ba? So that's no longer okay, not to be okay. Ayan.
grabe nung when I heard that question to Karen, parang
Oo.
meron talaga din sa'yo na parang, oo nga, no? When is it? Parang napaka ano niyang question, pero wow, it really makes a big impact.
It is. Oo. Ayan, from Mark Lawrence again. If you could be anyone else beside yourself, who would you be? This is my last question for you na.
Thank you. All the love from Ilocos Norte.
Mm-mm.
Oh, if I could be someone, then I will definitely be Pia Wurtzbach. I idolize her so much. I think she is an inspiration to everyone, and I really admire that she never gave up on her dreams.
That's
And
right.
I want to be like her, not be like her, but I want to be in her position in a day in which I can experience the things that she's been doing, all her advocacies. Parang sabi ko, at least I get to share that knowledge to
Mm-mm.
people here in La Union too.
Wow.
Yes.
Who wouldn't be like Miss Universe 2015, di ba?
Yes. I love her so much.
Ayun. Ay, may ano na naman dito, may question na naman dito. Common question. If you could break one rule, what rule would that be?
Right now, if I can break one rule, then that's my
Mm-mm.
diet. I've been craving for a lot of foods lately, and I feel so guilty every time I eat, for example, samgyeopsal, only wings, and everything. Kaya yun yung rule na gusto kong i-break right now, and I think I will do it later.
Di ba?
Tinanong mo yan, gagawin ko siya mamaya.
Di ba? Eh, syempre self-satisfaction din.
Nakaka-guilty kasi sometimes na parang, of
Mm-mm.
course, you need to prepare your body then. But
Mm-mm.
sometimes yung urge mo, marupok ako doon.
Madaling bumigay sa
Opo.
temptations.
Dahil nabanggit niya, gagawin ko mamaya.
Mm. Thank you, Laika. All
Thank
right,
you.
so I don't know how to pronounce your name. Um, what have you learned when you were young that you still carry until this day?
I think I answered a similar question earlier, but I'll try to answer again.
Mm-mm.
That what I have learned is to take risk all the time. Like what I have said, my mom said na parang the biggest risk in life is not risking at all. And I carry up that until this day. I mean, I took the risk to become the official candidate for Miss Universe, official delegate for Miss Universe Philippines. So I'm
Mm-mm.
ready to show to the whole universe that I can
Mm.
be the right candidate for that.
All right, thank you. Ano ba naman
Thank
tong
you.
tanong ni Mark Xiao? Bakit ang panonood ng beauty pageant ay awkward sa aming lalaki? Ako nang sasagot sa iyo, Mark Xiao, ha. Hindi naman sa lahat ng lalaki ay awkward ang panonood ng beauty pageant. So, try not to put yourself in the shoes of everyone. I mean, sorry pala. Try not to put um your mentality, your notion, 'di ba? In the shoes of everyone kasi nga hindi naman ganun lahat. But try to put yourself in the shoes of someone else. Nakuha mo ako? Kasi lahat ng mga tanong mo ay para sa sarili mo lang eh. So, sorry Marshall. Ayan. Ayun.
I
Thank
think
you
it's
so
also,
much.
I'll try to add din po. I think it's because yung ibang mga lalaki, I mean like they have their own passion kasi eh. I mean like I think it's more
Actually,
basketball, boxing, and for us naman. Pero I think it doesn't
matter. Yeah.
there's a gender. I think there's a lot of men
Oo.
who watches beauty pageants and even joins parang pageants, di ba?
Mm. Oo, kasi nga may men talaga na nagpa-pageant din. So
Yes.
hindi naman talaga lahat ng mga lalaki ang Marshall. That's what I'm trying to say, Marshall. So parang ikaw, super super gusto mo ang boxing where sa mga iba hindi rin naman, 'di ba? Kasi napaka-physical kasi violent siya. Joke. Joke lang, Marshall. Ayan. Ayan. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all your questions. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Now we have actually a last challenge for for Megan. So we have a last question, last challenge pala. Last challenge for Megan. Okay. So here we go. Agawid ka no tayon. Ayan. Bakit kayo agawid?
Uwi na daw pag ganon.
Yun nga po eh, bakit sila uuwi? Yung common na yung expression na uwian na,
Pag
ganon.
sa ending na,
Oo.
uwian na.
May nanalo na, ganon.
Truly.
Ayun, ada na nga bakin. Ayun na nga, sabi nga niya. Yun, anyways, what's this? Ano nangyari? Ayun, there you go. So, nandito tayo sa pick a box naman. So, these are actually mystery boxes. And in each box, there is a corresponding word. It could be in a form of topic or it could be in a form of fast talk. However, in the form of fast talk, all you have to do is to choose which one would you prefer and then just explain. And for those for a box with in a form of topic, just tell us your opinion or any comment on that particular word. All right?
Is this
Are we good
different
with that?
from the earlier one?
Yes po.
Okay, number 5 ulit.
Iba naman po siya. So, just pick three, one after the other. Okay, so first is number 5. Sigurado ka
5.
na? Sigurado ka na sa number 5?
Naman yung sigurado. Opo.
Annulment or divorce?
Divorce.
Why po?
I believe that if two couples they feel like they're not healthy for one another, they are not growing in their relationship and as individuals, I think we should respect them in a way that they want a divorce. And if they think also that it's not the best for their child, because I think we should always think about the mentality of the child. As long as there is proper understanding and proper communication, then I think divorce will be okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Akala ko ano lang, fast talk na pipili ka.
Depende nga eh. So, ano lang siya, paswertehan. Ayan.
Okay.
Yeah. So, next pick po.
Number 3.
Mainland or island?
Island. I can
Bakit po?
say that I'm an island girl.
Mhm.
Island girl ba yun? But I really love exploring kasi. And I really love to see yung buong islands ng Philippines and all the wonders. And that's one of my bucket lists. And I think we should really preserve the natural resources here in the Philippines talaga.
Ako sa mainland talaga ako.
Mainland talaga. Baka kawalan ako masyado.
Ha? Ano
Baka,
yun?
baka masyado na akong sawa sa Ireland kasi mainland na yun eh. Pero
Oo,
island was
mainland kasi ah.
happy ako after this pandemic.
Mhm. Ayan. So, last pick po.
Number 1 po.
Number 1. Sigurado? Ay, ba't yun na naman? Sandali, parang mali pala yung ano ko. Number 5 ko. So, outdoors or indoors pala?
I'll go with outdoors. I can see that I'm a very adventurous person. I really love to travel. I love exploring different countries, different places. I want to learn about their culture, their beliefs, and I think if you're an outgoing person, you get to share that experience to others, and that's an amazing part.
Mm. I think yun yung ano, yun yung maganda sa mga outdoors. When you have a purpose of doing such, of going out, 'di ba? Pero kapag ka wala kasi parang walang kwenta rin yung nasa outdoors. Mas gusto ko talaga sa ano sa indoors. Eh. Ayun, thank you so much, Megan. So, thank you for playing all the challenges with me. And of course, thank you for this opportunity that we got to know you. All right? So, ayun, any message to anyone you would like to address to? Go ahead.
First of all, I just want to say thank you po for inviting
Mm.
me. And of course, the Pageant Mag Philippines. Thank you
Mhm.
sa lahat ng nakinig sa akin tonight. And I hope mas nakilala niyo pa akong lahat. And I just want to make a quick shout out to my makeup artist, Mark Dixon Malyari, my hairstylist, John Peter Malyari, and to my dress, Rex Vitales. Thank you sa lahat na nag-vote sa akin to secure my spot for the top 50. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I know that hindi ko kakayanin nito nang wala yung tulong nyo. And I really appreciate it. If only I can go to you one by one. But thank you po talaga. And you can follow me sa aking Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and sa aking TikTok. Meghan Snaglay lang po. Thank you.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Megan. And of course, thank you to all our viewers. Thank you for staying with us for more than an hour. Okay, that's almost 1 hour and 30 minutes. So thank you so much. And for those who interacted with us, for those who are very proactive, thank you so much as well. Okay, and yes, if you are new to our Facebook page and YouTube channel, please do subscribe and click the bell notification and follow and like our Facebook page as well. We are also on social media platforms or on other social media platforms such as IG, Instagram, and TikTok. So please do follow us as well on all our social media platforms. Now, guys, if you want to support us further by sponsorships, you are all welcome. We definitely welcome sponsorships. So I hope you continue to support us, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. once again with another Miss Universe Philippines candidate. So thank you so much once again, and have a great night. Bye
Good night. Thank you, everyone.
bye.